Hello everyone, I'm Conquering History Games and welcome back to a new campaign here in Hearts of Iron 4 Kaiserreich. Don't touch don't go getting confused thinking that I've mislabeled this. This is in fact episode 1 of a series. It's because I'm starting immediately after the Middle Africa explosion has begun. Now, I'm recording this right after I have started my Garanganze campaign, which is really cool. Lots of flavor up in that country, but I have no doubt in my mind that everybody's going, but Southwest Africa, the Kaiser, you have to do it. You have to do it for the Kaiser. You've got to do it for the Kaiser. And, everybody's just having a fit over that. So I figure I may as well in advance record something here. And maybe you'll see that there's other countries out there. But we're here. We're Southwest Africa now. We are basically the most important, most relevant, really, of the German nations, the German of the German colonial mission, already wrapped up in a war against Nemibland. So we have to, of course, get ready for this right away. So we are gonna go with Theodor von Hippel, obviously. Bring him up here, give him an order, and whoops, misclicked there. Let's see, we'll go black and black, and let's see what it takes in order for us to successfully restore German Mittelafrika. It's already begun to request German support because there's nothing else that we actually can do at the moment. So we'll go ahead and get started. Collapse of Mittelafrika. Disturbing reports are emerging out of the various parts of Africa that are under German rule. It seems that the Middle African administration has collapsed entirely. It is unclear why or how, but the administration, usually regarded as efficient abroad and known for its lavish expending, is no more. As the central government no longer can act, conflict sparks across the continent as the various kingdoms, tribes, and protectorates that comprised it now fight amongst themselves over new claims and ancient grudges, and cliques of Askari and German colonial officers attempt to keep a semblance of normalcy. Whether this state of affairs is passing or a dark age of violence is truly beginning in Africa, it is uncertain. However, it is safe to say that the colonial mission of the German Empire has failed. Let's just check something here. I wanted to show you all that we have no military factories, by the way. We have no factories at all, actually. So we've got our 6 divisions. Nemibland has possibly 12 divisions, and that is what we are dealing with right now in order to win this. And we've already been pushed back. Just wonderful stuff. Now, what we could maybe do here is we try to get around here. We're going to send our militia up the coast, so we can maybe capture some of those factories of theirs, right? But we're doing good on the defense at the moment. First 7 days have passed. We've requested some German support. Now, we're going to wait a minute to see if Germany sends us volunteers, which they should. This is actually should not be too hard a war. Germany sends support. We're going to get 2% war support, 500 infantry equipment, and 1,000 more manpower. Okay, so we're going to stop there. Now we're going to do assault on Namibland. At the start of the revolters set up troops behind our lines as a distraction. Our generals have gotten similar idea and wish to set the plan into motion. However, there is always the chance that our troops will get discovered. Great. Alright, now hopefully this cavalry does not go into our capital right away. Hopefully they're focused on defending the frontier and don't realize how close they are to actually defeating me. As soon as we have 10.56 command power, I'm going to do a force attack. Might be able to pull this one off. Little more. We're getting a little under 1 point a day. There it is! Go! Alright. Dealing with just some militia. They're kind of thick. Alright, assault on Nemibland. At the beginning of the revolt, Nemibland sent divisions behind our lines as a distraction for our forces. This is exactly what it says in the thing. Alright, so we're going to approve the proposal. Now, moving back over here. All of these, we have to be at war with them in order to do. So what we're going to do is request more support. The first batch of German reinforcements has arrived, but aren't good enough. A second shipment of goods from Germany should be enough to carry us through the rest of the war. So that's going to take about a month over a month actually to do. And over here, and we're gonna keep it at 4 speed for right now. A couple of weeks into the war now. We don't have any motorized. Never mind. Oh, dang it! They managed to get a militia unit there in time. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We're still winning. We've only lost 45 men. They've lost about 1,000. You know, let's just take a look at this is what we're dealing with. You know, that's the kind of templates we have, and we have a surplus of rifles, so we're in a very good position. Stop you. Let's have you come up directly through the center. They've actually taken one of our cores here. But I think we're going to be alright. Another force attack, please. They take 10 days there, 10 days there, and this is into mountains, so, and over a river, so we're only coming in with 19 soft attack right there. That's fine. Just fine. Okay, we can't do that. We don't have the recruitable population to really build any more divisions. Not to mention the shortage of rifles that we have. 2 more days, 2 more days. Keep pushing, keep pushing. Do not let them recover. 12 more hours. Yes! Chile just got annexed. Argentina took... Yeah, there's other stuff going on in the world. This is just a save file where, Are we going to make it in time? Shoot. They're going to get there in 3 days. We're going to get there in 3 hours. Okay, let's pause here for a second. We just took their capital anyway, but the assault is ready. Our troops have successfully snuck through the disorderly lines of Namibland and are ready to launch the assault whenever we get the word. The timing here is important. We don't want our units to be destroyed right as they arrive. So this gives me political power and base war support, so that's the important thing. And Siam and Burmese are at war now. Let's get you and you over here. Okay. Cool. We keep pushing them over there, and soon enough, they're not going to have access to anything. Shoot, shoot, shoot! Wait, wait. Okay, there we go. We just had to pinch those divisions off. Stop anybody from cutting me off. I don't want to, as the encircler, I don't want to be encircled. And yeah, we've pretty much won this war already. Not too much trouble at all. Alright, our militiamen, we've wrapped that up. Get one of you to come over here. We have everything filled up. Awesome. It's pretty much done. Let's do another force attack anyway, just to speed things up a tiny bit. 93% of the way toward capitulation. I think we can actually just go to 5 speed now. Yeah. Boy, this militia's taking all day to go through the mountains, though, isn't he? Come on, come on. We're doing really good on the command points. There it is, just as we requested more support. We're gonna take the states, and we've done it. There. So that's how you end the eternal, basically eternal civil war that's always going on over there. Now, time to reestablish German rule. Germany sends more supplies, victory will be ours. So we got more war support and more infantry equipment and more manpower, so that's cool. But now we are going to reestablish German rule with our crisis. Oh, is that a white peace treaty between Ecuador and Peru? Looks like it. Anyway, coming back over here, Japan's announcing their ambitions, and with our crisis officially being over, Germany is safe to come back to Africa through us. With us, the dream of making Middle Africa whole again is not far off. Right, so we can go with political power gain or better research speed. You know, let's, we're actually gonna, I'm so sorry, I forgot to cancel these. We're gonna switch this off and, come over. Do I want to do superior, actually, yes I do. We are gonna do superior firepower for Southwest Africa. Yeah, I think that'll work just fine. So now we just waiting around. Wow, the socialists have taken power in Bulgaria. Do not see that every day. Very, very different, very different. Of course, now that we know what goes on over here in Belgium, it will be interesting to see which path they take. Alright. Let me know in the comments what other Middle African countries you would like me to play. Again, I'm recording this because I know that this is the one that everybody's going to want me to play. Everybody's a Germaboo. Everybody's a Kaiserboo. You gotta have it. You can't live without it, apparently. So, but let me know about what other of these mini countries. Let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. I think I missed one. 25 countries that appear out of the explosion, so maybe you can tell me which, besides the German African country, you would like me to play. But again, hey, let's have fun here too, right? And we're just waiting. We are just waiting so we can be done with this reestablishing German rule. Let's talk about what this is going to do. German Empire is going to get an event, and then we'll get the national spirit, German military, daily political power costs reduced by 0.15, division organization will go up by 20%, recruitable population 10%, but the recruitable population factor will be down by 85% because it's German military, so we're only working with Germans. So like we're not recruiting natives. Gains national spirit, colonial nation, which grants AI modifier call ally desire minus 1,000, AI modifier join ally desire minus 1,000. Grants national spirit, civil war industry, which grants daily political power plus 0.20, so that's actually a net loss we're going to be having. Construction speed minus 60%, production efficiency cap minus 35%, factory output minus 40%. And let's go ahead and grab early mobilization. Okay, cool. So this trio has finished off the Zambia. A little bit being done at a time. Right now, we want to get. We got motorized equipment. Going into 38, so let's grab ourselves some more infantry support stuff. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, sorry, I'm paused. Did not realize. I'm curious what's going on over here. But unknown focus, we can't really tell. I guess we'll know if... No, there's not really any way to tell. Wami has taken control. They're going colonial rule. Alright. So let's see if I or them do better over there. Now, what I think we've got to do... Because we gotta kind of wait for world tension to rise. That's the one thing that sucks about being in Africa a bit. Is let's go with first recovering from the Ovambo revolt. The Ovambo people revolting has brought absolute disaster to our nation's economy, with the full recovery not being an option for years to come. All right. Now, we're going to have to get this economy rolling. We have a couple of different ways that we can do it. It's not until we get the economy is revived that we'll be totally ready to go. Forces are going to have to be ready as well. So we need to get down here to campaign-ready forces, and the economy is revived, before we can actually launch the campaign officially and start heading north, starting with Bartisland. Right here. I think we do have a teeny tiny border here with South Zambezia. But again, we need world tension to rise significantly before we're going to be able to make a move. We've got here world tension was spiked because of the U.S. war with Mexico, and Middle Africa collapsed. Technically, we're to blame for that world tension. We're the ones who get that on the... Yeah, if you go up here to the world tension tracker, it says that it's our fault. Fall of Gibraltar. We are also an occupied puppet. Partial mobilization's done. Ottomans are doing well. Once they take out Arabia, it's probably just going to be a matter of time. Order restored in Sud-Westafrika. While Sud-Westafrika still labors under German control, the Southwest African military has asserted enough control over our own borders that a semblance of greater autonomy is now possible to exert. This is not independence, far from it, but it does mean we no longer have to rely on German troops to secure our borders. Great, so we actually just went further down in the tree. We've gone from being an occupied puppet to a puppet. Well, I guess it's all relative, isn't it? Woo, that's a big Buganda over there. Decent-sized Rwanda has been created. Yeah. Very interesting stuff. Again, note how we have no factories still. Not a single one. Obviously, there's still a bit of repairing to be done. Oh, good factory. Well, look at this. We can go to repairing the country. So we can get 15% faster repair speed for our non-existent civilian factories. That's really great. Yep. So we should go for land expansion possibly, but it's nice to get that daily political power back. Plus, all those construction speed, production efficiency cap, and factory output increases will be good for our 0 factories. Huh. Oh, say, can you see by the Kaiserreich that the Kaiserreich is still the Kaiserreich? And though Africa exploded, blah 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 blah, this is sure exciting, and Romania is gonna attack. Hey, finally we recovered. Alright, so now I guess let's actually try to get ourselves some factories here. So we're going to take the focus, a new Statthalter. The current Statthalter, Heinrich Kirchheim, was appointed in a rush during the withdrawal to Sudwestafrika, and a true appointment to the position was further delayed due to the Ovambo revolt. Now that the country is at peace, we have a chance to finally appoint a Statthalter. Our choices are all former Nambian Weltkrieg veterans. Now we just have to choose which to lead us into the future. It's going to take us 70 days. Could solidify control, but that would only take us to 39% party popularity. Alright. Yep. Sure can't wait until, I hear it in the comments too. Listen to the old man conquering history games who doesn't like epic memes like Sudwestafrika. But hey, we're trying to have fun, right? Isn't this fun? Like, it's a mile a minute down here, isn't it? Alright, Yemen ceased hostilities. There we go. That's what I was trying to do. Just beautiful. At least we get some seasoned units. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cooler-roony. Bum 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 bum. Bum bum bum. I wonder, I'm actually going to end my other tab here. I'm going to see, where is my Middle Africa? Yeah, my introduction to Dutch Middle Africa video, which has been out of date for ages and ages since patch 0.5, is actually still the third most viewed video on my channel. It still grows, the view count. It continues to rise every day. Amazing. Alright, Ukraine on Ukraine war. Let's, come on guys, epic May time. Spider-Man pointing at spiderman.jpg.meme. Socialist Republic has broken away from Greece. You see, now that would be something interesting, taking this country and then like actually winning, win as the socialists at Greece. That's a challenge. That sounds interesting. I will not be doing that. I got other priorities to try to diversify the channel, as you all know. But first, gotta have Sud-Westafrika. Hell yeah! Kaiserreich, Kaiserreich. Restore the Germans, restore the Germans. Yeah. Whew, sorry I'm sorry, I hope I'm not distracting from all this other amazing action that's going on. You know, and of course we're gonna go to partial mobilization. You want to do that as quickly as possible because you got to min-max Hearts of Iron 4. Because if you're not min-maxing 100% of the time, all the time, you're not even playing it right, and you should just not play. Bum bum, listening to the same thing again. Might have the Soviet Union. No, 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 no. Axis theme, that's what we need. Yeah. Alright, these two have ended their fighting. No fighting. No fighting. No fire. Ships don't lie, but hey, we're finally done. Time to get our Middle Africa claim, which is another 70-day focus. That's going to give us a big 5% war support. But first, time for our new Statthalter, with the crisis officially being over. It is time we decide who the official Statthalter will be. There were various suggestions, and 3 Weltkrieg veterans who fought in Sudwestafrika have been put up as a task. The first option is keeping Heinrich Kirchheim, the current Statthalter who advocates for overwhelming the inferior African opponents with superior German firepower. The second is Hans Hollander, who advocates for mobilizing the African population to see a quick and sudden reunification of Middle Africa. In the third option, Theodor von Zippel, who thinks careful planning and thinking 3 steps ahead is keys to as expectations. What do I want to do? I'm actually going to make a save file here for something else entirely. This is just reminding me of something. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and save that. Oops, we might have had a little spoiler there for what's the next Hearts of Iron 4 campaign that's coming out. But we are going to Germans all the way, man. Gotta do it. Like, if you're not reunifying under Germany, what's even the point? What is even the point, right? Am I right? You guys know what I'm talking about. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Alright, they're not at war, so we can't lend-lease them. So we can't even pretend to try to be able to get out of this relationship so that we could do our own thing. Nope, we will continue to be puppets. That means they're taking some of our factories, right? Yeah, you know, it's tricky. Nationalist one down here in South Africa. Well, world tension continues to drop, so it's not as if I could take advantage. Dropping lower, 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 lower. So, since I've got you all here, since I'm sure this is getting a lot of views, because, hey, German Africa, reclaiming. Let's talk about some of the other things that I've got on my channel, in case you did not know. I've got a lot more Hearts of Iron 4 content besides Kaiserreich on the channel, so for example, if you go onto the Conquering History Games channel and you check out my playlist, you will very quickly see, for example, some Equestria at War. I've got a whole lot of campaigns there, playing as ponies and deers and so much more, oh my. Perhaps you'd be interested in the Name of the Tsar if you like alternate history, or maybe you'd like a double blind where you can check out Führerreich, but maybe you've had enough Hearts of Iron 4, but you don't want to stray too far away from Paradox Interactive. So, that's fine. I've got Crusader Kings 2 for you, and I know that people like them. For example, it is a Crusader Kings 2, my Teutonic Knights video. Teutonic Knights, basically associated with being German. Interesting. But, you know, we got that campaign, so if you're into Germany, go check that out. My Teutonic Knights campaign in Crusader Kings 2 after Holy Fury came out. That's pretty fun. Also got ones where I play as Spain and, you know, remove the Moors from Iberia. That's fun. You know, Catholic Ireland, restoration of House Capet. Also got some mods over there if you're interested in some mods, such as Crusader Kings 2, Game of Thrones. I know, I'm sorry, I'm talking over all this interesting action that's going on. I really should be reading all these events that Southwest Africa gets, but I'm just so interested in telling you about the other things that are going on my channel. For example, there are some Stellaris playthroughs I've done that nobody ever wants to watch for some reason. Like, not even that they say they don't like it, they just do not even click it, which is really interesting. I don't know why that is. I've also got achievement runs if you're into vanilla Hearts of Iron 4, if you're that kind of person. What else have we got on the channel? I already mentioned that there's some Game of Thrones, Crusader Kings 2 stuff on there, but you know what? Maybe you just don't even want to do Paradox Interactive, you want to do something else. Well, I've also got some Total War campaigns, including a brand new one that's going to be starting up here soon. Keep an eye out for that. I've also got my first ever sponsored video, Sigma Theory. That's a Cold War style espionage game. Very, very fun. Cold War style, it involves real countries, Turkey and Russia and Germany and stuff, but of course, all that stuff's got to wait until we got to do this Southwest Africa campaign first. When that's done, maybe we'll go do some other things. And of course, if you want to see a Middle African country in Hearts of Iron 4 Kaiserreich that has, you know, maybe, not that I'm saying this is bad, you know, maybe you can go check out my Garanganzing campaign. Just if you're somebody who likes events and things like that. Just throwing that out there. Just, you know, if you're into something that that somebody definitely took a lot of time to research the history of the country, of the area, and you know, you're interested in that sort of thing, you should definitely go check that out. You know, hey, look at that. Ireland joined Germany. It must be a day that ends in Y. You know, so you can go check that out. You know, maybe, hey, I heard the Total War 3 Kingdoms is out. I'm not getting it, but, you know, you could check out my Dynasty Warriors 8 campaign, where I'm doing the Way campaign right now. That's already also been entirely recorded. Hasn't all been uploaded yet, though, because I know that you guys were going to want some Southwest Africa, so we were going to make sure to have some of that there. There's also, you know, the Last Roman Village. Maybe you're a Roman boo. Let's do land expansion here. Maybe you're a Romaboo, right? And you want to check out some Roman stuff. So you can go check out The Last Roman Village. Another free game that I was given, you know, so, you know, full disclosure there. Or perhaps if you also are still interested in Paradox Interactive, you can check out my Imperator Rome campaign, where I was going for the Ashoka's Pillars you know, achievement, though nobody seemed to be watching it. Nobody even cared when I stopped uploading it, so I don't know, maybe you'll care. Maybe you'll care, because I have like quite a few episodes I recorded and never uploaded, so you can go check those out if you're interested, and maybe if somebody is interested in them, I'll continue to upload. Right? So you know, look out for that. Or hey, maybe you don't like seeing these portraits. Maybe you got issues with them for some reason. You don't like people that look like people, and you might want to check out some Moe Right campaigns. I've got a couple of them. For example, if you like the Princely Federation, I've got a Princely Federation like this one. Ooh, he definitely does not look as good as he used to. Even this poster. I'm talking about just like they showed his age, but who wants to see an ugly old man? They can see somebody who's Moe and see this Moe Empress unite the Indian subcontinent. That sounds a lot of fun. Maybe you can go check that out. You know, when you're not checking out this thrill-a-minute Southwest Africa campaign that I'm sure that everybody really wanted to see so bad, because it's going to be so epic. It's going to be so amazing. What What else is happening? We're just gonna scroll around a little bit. Or maybe you're somebody who wants to see me do guides. Maybe you don't want to see me play. You want to see me do guides of Kaiserreich. You know, those guides that increasingly less people want to see because I don't, it's not the latest epic country. You know, maybe something like that. Maybe that's what you... Yes. Well, it's been a half hour, but you know what? I know that you guys were super interested in seeing this campaign, so we're just gonna keep on going here. Actually, we're gonna, yeah, I'm just gonna make it extra long here, guys, because I know that you really wanted to see this episode. I can already tell. Like, I'm seeing into the future, and I know you wanted to see this. I know it's already a memory for me. Like, it's in the you're watching this, like, that's kind of the cool thing about recording. So like, what you're listening to is me in the past, and yet I've actually seen ahead into the future, not just the future where this is up and you're watching it, but past it. And I know you wanted to see it, and I know you were going to be super happy. Everybody's going to go, holy shit, Conquering History Games did Sudwestafrika. That's like the best Middle African country ever, in a million years ever. Everybody wants to see it. I'm so glad he's done it. So you're welcome. I just wanted to say you're welcome right now. Okay? That's great. Yep. Oh, Japan has declared war on the Qing. That sounds interesting. You know, couple of big countries at war with one another. Very tough environments to deal with. You know, a lot of divisions. Couple of emperor versus emperor. There's a lot of story right here. You know, a lot of potential for intrigue, a lot of role playing possibilities. But that's nothing, absolutely nothing, compared to the thrills and chills that you will experience playing Sudwestafrika. I'm surprised anybody's watching this video at all, because like, it's so much fun to play. Everybody's playing it all the time. Like, they get up, they log on, they go, I'm gonna play some Hearts of Iron 4 Kaiserreich today, Sudwestafrika. This is gonna be my 10th run through, but it's so fun. Like, why would I ever stop playing it? Can't stop, won't stop. And look at that, we've got 2 whole factories off map at least. Wow. Outstanding. So we're going to start dealing with this crisis. Let's read this. This'll, you know, I know there's a lot going on here, so I don't really have time to read out this. Oh, look at that. Hey, oh man, we can't actually build anything here, but that's okay. We've got 1 building slot here we can use. So we'll just go ahead and build military factory there now. Now I know that there's a lot going on the screen right now, but I'm still going to take a little bit of time to actually read out dealing with the crisis. So despite our best efforts, it seems that our country is still destroyed from the Ovambo revolt. To achieve any further recovery, we'll need to rely on others, which can end up being dangerous in the end. Okay. So there, we're gonna deal with it. We'll get some political power. Oh boy. That's awesome, right? Yeah. It was cool, you know, and that's so cool that, like, everybody knows industrial companies are the way to go, right? So, like, we don't even need any other options. Generic industrial company. And now that is a company that has a lot of history behind it that I can go into, but really it's just such a famous country. I feel like that's first grade stuff, you know, that's grammar school. I don't need to explain to you guys what that is. You guys already know what it is. So we'll just leave that be. No need to talk about generic industrial companies. You know, enormous history and all the ramifications it's had on humanity over the years, and its enormous influence in the 1930s and 40s. Oh, look at that. German East Asia is getting ready to attack Siam. That sounds really interesting. But Japan, look at that. They're getting ready to fight German East Asia. But you didn't sign up to watch me fight in Asia. You signed up because you want to see Sudwestafrika fight Middle Africa. Restore Middle Africa, really. Maybe we can go even more epic. Let's go extra epic. Maybe we can, you know, sit here and unite the whole continent. That is super epic. That's too epic for words. Epic's not an epic enough word for it. Right? You get what I'm saying? You know, hashtag Middle Africa restoration. Right? Yep. I can already read. Oh, they did. Yep, they got renamed to Katanga. They've rewarded the Evolus. Interesting, interesting. But no, it's not. Not as it's. Yeah, that's kind of cool, but is that as interesting as what's going on down here in Southwest Africa? That's interesting. This is interesting, indeed. A little bit under 2 months until a war with German East Asia begins. Wow, it's almost 1939. Isn't it cool how quickly we can go through this game? I guess I'm just a speed reader or something. We could solidify control now. Would put us into a new bracket of party popularity. But on the other hand, that's going to hurt our factory and dockyard output. You know, as much as that hurts, I think I'm going to have to do it. Yep. Wow, look at the Civil War. It's been going for a bit, huh? It's been about 1.5 years. Still being fought. Might have a deal with the devil situation going on here. That's interesting, but not as interesting as Southwest Africa. Indeed. It's like we've got some wars going on over here in South Africa. That seems like something that I could justify, you know. And, you know, that might be fun. Go justify on them. Right? Right? But it's just the world tension that's stopping me from justifying. That's got to be the only thing that's stopping me from justifying and being able to take over all of Middle Africa that way. So we'll just wait. We'll wait there. You know, when the tension's up, I'll be able to do it. Yeah, that's the ticket. German recovery. What other kind of recovery would he have? Germany all the way. So again, a lot of stuff going on, but I'm going to take the time to read this out. This will give us the National Spirit German exports, which grants production efficiency cap plus 10%, factory output plus 10%, change in popularity of social conservatism plus 2%, change in popularity of paternal autocracy 3%. Relying too much on local companies will end up harming us and our influence. We must always make sure that German control will remain absolute, no matter the satisfaction. I can't get no satisfaction. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, I can, because I'm playing Southwest Africa. There's nothing but satisfaction down here, obviously. Yeah, it's all good. It's all fun tonight. How about we go to free trade, maybe? Maybe not. Maybe not. Let's go with Adrian Gewelten here. How's it going here between Japan and the Qing? Wow, this looks really interesting. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Not compared to Southwest Africa. This is not interesting. This is, you know, that's a, you know that song, you know, Mama always told me not to look into the eyes of the sun, but Mama, that's where the fun is. The sun is a metaphor. It's a metaphor for Southwest Africa. And Mama told you not to do it, but it's where the fun is. Take me where the focus is flavory, hot and fresh and savory. Tease me, cheese me with focuses that please me. Southwest Africa is the one where the focus equals fun. I don't know if anyone knows that jingle. That's a jingle off of a local pizza chain here in El Paso. I wonder if that's on YouTube. I know that there's a lot going on right now on screen, but let me try to find that. Yeah, try to find that little jingle. Here we go. I don't think so. Look up Peter Piper Pizza, maybe you can find it. Yeah. Oh, sorry guys, I spaced out. I was just really focused on all the action that was going on here. You know, every minute There's something going on here. Oh, hold on a sec. That's something going on with my oven. Let me go take care of that. Here. I hope I don't accidentally forget to pause, and then a bunch of cool events will pass by. I'll be right back, guys. Whew, thank God that I had that. I paused that game so I didn't miss anything. All right, German industrial project. What is this? Must be awesome because it's German. With German trust and support behind us, we can begin to industrialize Namibia, the rest of Africa, the further we go along with the Middle African Reformation. This will give me one off-map civilian factory, social conservatism plus 2%, eternal autocracy plus 1%. Well, let's see here. Maybe if we hover over these, it'll tell us what they are. No description. Well, it's pretty self-evident. You don't really need to know about the internal politics of Southwest Africa. It's obvious. Doesn't everybody know about that? Yeah, the oven. I didn't have anything cooking in the oven, by the way. I just had it cleaning. I like to clean it at the start of each month. Madras declared war on the Princely Federation. Oh, so we have you're telling me this is a situation where a puppet has declared war on its master in an attempt to receive independence. You see, some people would think that's interesting. Some people would say, whoa, I can play a country where I'm a puppet and I can attempt to throw off my puppitude, my servitude, my, alleged inferior, what would you call it? I don't even know. My brain's not thinking straight because of all the exciting things that are happening here. It's going a mile a minute. I can barely keep track. But why would you do that when you could be a puppet to Germany? Like, that's pretty awesome. Oh, we've received an envoy from the Garanganzi. An envoy from Hermannstadt, deep in the jungles of the Congo, has arrived in our capital of Windhoek. We report that a small division of the Force Publique and the remaining colonials were able to hold off the armies of Mwami. A treaty was thus signed between the citizens of Hermannstadt and the Mwami, allowing them to continue their colonial rule with the Mwami as symbolic leader. Even though the situation is stable at the moment, the colonial government under Pierre Ryckmans has requested further support to assure Reichspakt influence over the province. So you can support the government, and they'll get a treaty with us, or we can refuse aid, and they'll say that they've abandoned them. So that's interesting. So tell you what, let me know in the comments what you think I should do. I will. I'm not going to record another episode of this until I hear some feedback with you guys. And so I will see you in the next one. Please be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell so you're always notified whenever a new video on the channel goes up, especially in this Thrill a Minute series. I'm Conquering History Games, and I'll see you around.